Let's take a look at the now third-year big man for the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Stewart. We're going to look at his all-around game through 2 preseason games this year. We're going to start with the three-point shooting, which was talked about all offseason with Isaiah Stewart. And if big guys are going to play off of him in actions like this, he's got to be able to catch and knock it down. I will say, based off what we've seen, I do find myself starting to really believe in Isaiah Stewart and his ability to catch and shoot. And you see how important it is for them to be able to play 2 bigs together. His man, if he's going to help way off in the lane like this on the rolling Marvin Bagley III, they've got to be able to skip, and Isaiah Stewart has to make defenses pay. Also, notice how hard the closeouts were on that possession, something I'll talk about just a little bit later. I know not everybody's going to love that I do this, but there's more to him playing on the perimeter than just the catch and shoot. He also has to be able to catch and just move the ball. So here you see the quick one more pass, the absolute right decision by Isaiah Stewart to get Saddiq Bey an open shot. And then also, I think he has to be able to attack. So I mentioned those closeouts a couple clips ago. Here, Jackson Hayes closed out really tight. I think Isaiah Stewart's going to have to eventually be able to put the ball on the deck and drive this. I know there's not a huge driving lane, but right here you see it open up just enough. He could get in here, maybe Corey Joseph on the weak side, maybe Dyson Daniels helps and he gets one to Cade Cunningham. But it's not just about the three-point shot. As he continues to expand his game, he'll have to be able to do that as well. And that also plays into him on the baseline. So we talk about the dunker spot a lot, right? And I'll show why him being able to fade to the corner is important in just a second, something he's really started to do and something his teammates are getting used to him. There is a turnover where Cade thought he was going to be in the dunker spot. Isaiah Stewart faded to the corner. So there's still some chemistry developing there. Here you see him in a tough shot here from about 15 feet. Another shot he'll have to be able to knock down, whether it's a true jump shot, maybe he develops a little bit of a push floater. But at times he does have to finish here in the dunker spot. And this is what it needs to look like. He has to be moving in on the catch. He has to have his momentum stepping in, loaded up, ready to score, because he doesn't get off the floor extremely fast. So compare that possession to this one against the Pelicans, where right now he's catching almost flat-footed, leaning backward. Right now he's just now stepping in after he's already caught it. And even though he gets fouled into the free throw line, we've seen a lot of those where they get fumbled, it gets knocked out of his hands. He's not able to rise up and finish. So Stu has to do a really good job getting set and then be stepping in on the pass so he can rise up and finish. And then another thing I think he can do well is this right here. Either posting the tag guy on the weak side up, or even get all the way on the other side of him and set the screen for the weak side shooter to get a wide open shot. So I think he can do some things like that to be effective in the dunker spot as well. And then I also wanted to highlight the defense. We can never forget how good he is on this end of the floor. He switched on Jalen Brunson, helps on the Randle drive, and then closes back out. Now he's going to switch back to Julius Randle, hand up, contest that 3 from him, and a 15-second possession there of Isaiah Stewart just being really, really solid. Here, again, gets a switch, something it looks like the Pistons are going to do a lot this year. I love when guards get the switch and then think they're just going to be able to go get an easy bucket on Stu, and then, of course, he stays in front, and on this one, he's able to erase it. And then one final one against a healthy Zion Williamson, puts downhill. Stu is able to take the contact, rise up, and do a really good job contesting that shot. Even though the block shot numbers don't always look good, we have seen some rim protection metrics that show that Stewart does a really good job of that and just contesting shots and forcing misses.